Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So for today I'm super excited because in front of me I have the two new palettes from Oden'S to test out today. So if you like Oden'S, if you like indie brands, then make sure you are subscribed and stick around for today's video. So I've got two palettes, we got two eyes, so I figured we do one palette on each eye because your girl is hungry. I'm trying to film this, eat some lunch, edit, and get this baby up for you to see. So first I'm going to talk about the Stone and Rock palette. I'll pop up pictures, swatches, you know the things, but this palette is initially what I was drawn to. I knew without a doubt I had to have this in my life. I'm a neutral lover. I love greens. Honestly, this palette, it's not a neutral palette by any means. It's a green palette. Beautiful, different tones in here. So such a fun color story, and I cannot wait to dive into this beauty right here. It just sparkles and it looks so pretty. And then next we have got the Jewels and Gems palette, and this one right here, I was initially like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna buy it, and I was like, girl, you need it, you don't need it, I kind of want it. And anyways, I ended up buying it, and I'm so glad that I did, because when I got this in person, oh my gosh, it is so much prettier than online, just in my humble opinion. It's so unique into my collection. But I will say, I did use this palette today. I've washed off my makeup. This one right here isn't a first impressions. I've already used it one time. I had to run to town and I needed something super quick and fast to pop on my eyes, and I had to go into this, and it was such a soft romantic tone. I'm going to tell you what palette it reminded me of when this video is towards the end, but just know there's a palette in my collection. I was like, oh, okay, similar vibes for sure, but overall it is really unique to my collection. So with that being said, let me zoom you in and let's get started with today's looks. First, I'm going to dive into the Stone and Rock palette, and I kind of wish that the packaging was a little different, but this one's just a little bit darker around the edges, like this area, and there's a few like darker rocks, but I feel like I'm going to get confused because they're very similar. So just one nitpick thing, like you can see the bronze and the green. Anyways, just a small critique, but I'm going to pop this beauty on my eyes. I'm not sure what I want to do. It looks so pretty. So yeah, we're just gonna dive into it. I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. It's more of like the only neutral-y shade in the palette, and I'm probably gonna mix that with this green over here. I'm going to try to play with as many shades as possible. I have not swatched this palette yet. I know you have seen the swatches, but I'm completely like going in blindsided. Don't know what it's going to look like yet, but that's kind of like the fun of it all. So I'm super excited. As soon as they showed this palette, I was like, a green palette? Okay, you're coming into my collection. Like, there's no questions, no ands, ifs, buts about it. I knew I needed this palette, and it's so funny because whenever they got in the mail, I reached for this one first because it was so beautiful, and I don't know, I needed it on my eyes. Now I'm going in with that like swampy green, like right here, and just kind of blending that out. I think I'm going to do more of a halo eye. Is that what I want to do today? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for more of a halo look. Like, did you see how we went from neutral to like baby poop real quick? I love it. That's my favorite color to wear. Oh goodness. Okay, now I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna switch brushes and kind of start deepening up the outer and inner part. I'm gonna go in with this more army green right here and see what this one's about. But so far they're blending out nice. I will say that I'm noticing lots of kick up in the pan. These seem to be powdery, so doesn't bother me, but I did want to note that in case it bothers you. I have come to just like love Oden'S and their formula. It's seriously one of my favorite brands. The mattes in here, they blend well. The shimmers, that's the star of the show because they are so sparkly and unique. I'm just gonna kind of want to go in with Dreamland. It's more like a greeny gray down here and kind of deepen everything up. But yeah, I've really come to love their formula, their color stories. For me, this is more of like a toned down kind of. I'm very comfortable wearing green, so if you don't like greens, then don't get this palette at all. But I don't know, they do so many fun color stories, and they do color well. It's like an easy color. Like, I feel comfortable playing with it. I'm just blending that out with that swampy green. But yeah, you'll have to let me know, what's your favorite palette from Oden'S? Mine right now is the Merry Christmas palette, but Merry Christmas has some competition now. So now it's time to lay down some glitter glue and pop some shimmers on. Okay, I kind of want to go in with the brown. Typically, like, I would go in with one of these, but this one right here, like, if you just did those two, if you just want to be like super basic, elevated neutrals, like, boom. I kind of want to see what this is about. Let's see. Ooh, it's like a, oh, that's so pretty. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm going to go in with that. I just want to see what that looks like. Ooh, it's like a neutrally brown, but like green. A greeny brown. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all, but like, it was a good surprise. And I'm just going to pop that in the middle. And now, something about Oden'S, the more you layer on those shimmers, just the better they get. I want to go in with the shade of Cheerfulness right here. Oh, they're just so freaking pretty. If you haven't tried Oden'S, their formula now, it's so good. So if these are your first two palettes to try, wow. Like, wow, what amazing palettes to try from the brand for the first time. Oh, it's so pretty. That one's more like a sagey green. Really nice. Now on the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this white shade. I kind of want to, yeah, it's just like super white, and I love a white. So I'm just going to kind of pop that. That's super pigmented. That's a nice white. And then on top of everything that we have going on, I want to go in with this shade right here. I'm so intrigued to see what that's going to look like. Ooh, wow. I think that's going to add an amazing shift to the look. I did get a little bit of fallout with the matte shades, but like, I'm not mad about it. It's okay, you know? I don't care about some fallout because it brushed away super, super easy. Now for the lower lash line, I'm wanting to go into, I'll show you in just a second. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of that green shade, the swampiness back in, just so I don't lose it in the transition area. Yeah, I didn't want to lose that. Okay, I want to go in with this multi-chrome. It's like green, blue. Let me put these brushes down so I can show you. Like, okay, let's see. Alright, see in the mirror how it's blue, and then there it's green. It's a really pretty shade. I need to incorporate that in today's look. It might not go at all, but this one's really smooth. Oh, okay, I have not swatched these, but this is smooth. So with Oden'S, holy moly, a lot of their textures can be kind of thicker. Not a lot, a few of them, but this one is super smooth. Let me kind of blend that out. Wow. It almost has a little bit of purple in there too. Really, really nice. It's still a very thin formula. So I want to put this on the lower lash line because I had to use the multi-chrome. And then this look will be finished. Okay, so off camera, I just actually added a little bit of this brown in my eyebrows. And now I kind of want to go in and mix. Okay, I like that black, but I kind of want to go in with the shade Cheer and use that as a liner. And then we're going to hop over to this look over here. Okay, I really do like that look. Now I want to hop over and do a look with the Jewels and Gems palette. I love this palette. Just, it's so pretty. I cannot believe just how inspired I am whenever I see this palette. I'm not too sure. I kind of want to play with... So today I played with the more... I'll try to like pop up a clip so you'll see the look. It was a very soft romantic look, and it took me like little to no time to even create it. I mixed this shade, then I mixed this shade, I used that shade as liner, I put this as a topper, and I played with these two, what was I about to say? Shimmer shades. I put this one on the inner corner. So I played with quite a lot, but it was still so soft and romantic. And then, let's see, but this, like, I kind of want to play with more of the blues and the navies. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to first go into transition and just kind of put that everywhere. I don't know. Ooh, yeah, you get a lot of powder kick up lots and lots of powder kick up with these two palettes. I'm trying to think. I don't believe my other Oden'S formula had that much powder kick up. Maybe the Flora Story. I think that one did have some powder kick up. Anyways, it doesn't bother me, but I just, I'm here to tell you my experience with this. And that blue is very pretty. I don't think I have a blue like that in my collection. But I'm just really building this up. I just saw this shade and I was like, you know what? I really just want to put it everywhere. It's such a pretty shade. And then to blend that out, I guess I'm going to go in the shade Rapture. This one almost has like some sparkles in there, almost like a satin. Maybe that's to help it blend a little better. This one's deeper. This shade, right, let me show you. Let's see. This one right there. I am getting fallout, but it brushed away really easy. And then I'm going to go into that more, it's called Ecstasy. It's a really pretty lavender shade. And I'm just going to blend out what we got going on. Just going in with some glitter glue, so these shimmers will really pack a punch. I want to go in with this one right here. It is incredible. I think that shimmer is going to be so many people's favorites. It reminds me of the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. That was a palette I was talking about earlier. Some of those metallics in there, like, that's the vibe I got from the first look I did. It just kind of reminded me of those very soft, almost like lilac pinky tones. Very wearable, but yet elevated color, soft color, if you will. But yeah, I'm really liking this shade. It's almost like blue. You see the way it looks? I love that shade. Okay, now I'm going to go with the Multichrome Swoon. It's like that fiery shade right here. It's really kind of hard to see in the pan, but it's got a blue-green shift with like bright orange reflex in there. And I'm just going to layer that right on top. It's a very creamy shade. Oh, I wanted to have that contrast because I was like, this shade doesn't fit in with the palette, but next to that blue, I was like, those look super pretty together. So I wanted to pop that all over to kind of mesh the shimmer with what we got going on. I haven't tried the shade Paradise. It's like a blue jean shimmer, I would say. Ooh, I love, love, love the way that looks. On the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the Seventh Heaven and just kind of see, like, if you just did these two, boom, boom, like, that would be so pretty. This palette is very inspiring. I cannot wait to just play with this all month long. To add a little bit more sparkle, I'm going to go in with this topper shade up here and put that in the inner corner, and it just like takes it from here to here with the sparkle look. And I just kind of tap it on. And I'm going to finish blending, add mascara, and I'll be back to show you these looks come together. Okay, so this is the finished look for look number 1 from the Stone and Rock collection. I love me some green, so you already know this look is right up my alley. And then let's look at look number 2 with the Jewels and Gems palette, which this one's a little bit more out of my comfort zone just because like the blues, but honestly, I really do enjoy it. So let me zoom you out and give you my first impressions on these palettes. Okay, so obviously I really do enjoy both of these. I'll start off with Stone and Rock palette. This one, it's kind of more of like my everyday go-to palette. I do have a lot of these tones already in my collection, but I think that the formula is amazing. I like how shifty and sparkly the shimmers are. I love the matte formula. It's so easy. I will say that I did get a lot of powder kick up with both of these palettes. I did experience fallout, but it's fine. It wiped away very easily. I like how it goes super light to super deep. Like, you have lots of different shades, and you can like have different shades to blend others out with. I like the different tones. You get some neutrals, some like more warm tones with some more grungy tones. I love this multi-chrome. It's really amazing. I love the way it made my look turn out. But yeah, I just love everything about this palette. I like how you could do like super neutral looks with these three, and then maybe go into like this deep brown, or you could stick to greens, or do like a smoky look with these. So I don't know, you got some variation within this palette. So yeah, I think that this is the Oden'S palette, like the formulation that you're gonna love. They did it again with an amazing palette. So this one right here, the Jewels and Gems palette, I knew I would like it, but I didn't know I would love it. I can't wait to continue to play with this palette just because this one is so unique to my collection, whereas this one is not. This one right here is very unique. I don't have a lot of these tones. I don't know, and just something about the pairing of them, it just inspires me. I didn't know what I was going to do with this palette, but honestly, I have so many different looks in mind. I like how you can stick to like more purple looks, or you can pair some pink looks, and then you got like this shade that will kind of go with everything. I like how you can stick to the blues, and then this shade right here you can use more of like a transition with like all the different, you can do like pink or blue or pink or mix them together. I don't know, I like the different tones in here. I still need to play with the pinks. That's kind of gonna be what I do next. This purple right here, I haven't used it yet. It's not my favorite shade of purple. I typically don't reach for that dark kind of shade, but I don't know, just kind of the shift looks nice. Pink purple with a dark base, so I can't wait to use that. But other than that, this palette, man, I love this multi-chrome down here. It's my favorite in the palette. So yeah, this palette right here just inspires me, and this shade right here, the top, it's like a very sheer base, and all it does, it's a translucent base with beautiful sparkles, so you can layer this on every look just to add some definition. So it's kind of unique to my collection in a way, whereas there's just nothing. There's a translucent base and it's just sheer beautiful sparkles, whereas you look, it has a little bit of a pink shift but not much. So yeah, I love this one just as much as this one. If I had to pick one, like just like my instinct would pick this one, but honestly, like I really do enjoy this one as well, because it's just, I don't know, these tones I wouldn't think to pair together, but I don't know, they work and I really do like them. So let me know down below, which one are you getting? Are you just shopping your stash? Are you getting both of them like me? But yeah, I think you will be happy with either one of these palettes. I do wish the packaging was just a hair different, but that's just being really picky. But overall, heck yes, I love them both. The formula is amazing. The color stories are beautiful. So you're gonna have to let me know down below, what are your thoughts? What are you playing with as far as makeup goes right now? There's just so much and I'm loving it. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye guys.